should no longer be appropriated to NPR. This video clearly highlights the fact
this has been going on for 40 years, this cultural warfare, and it's time to desist.
Could this story be any more tedious, John Heilman?
No, only if it involves Charlie Sheen.
Well, why doesn't NPR just sign up along with every other federal agency or whatever, everybody receiving federal funding, to take a 15 to 20% haircut across the board and end it?
I actually agree with Schiller when he says that not only would it be better for NPR to not take public subsidies, but it'd be better for all of us, because as soon as that happened, we would not have to listen to this totally mind-numbing debate over and over again. Eric Cantor does not need any video to make the point that he's making. His argument is NPR should never have any funding. You know, the video is a convenient prop for him to use in this argument. Now, the video has nothing to do with NPR's journalism. All we really should care about is there bias in the journalism or not? I don't really care what some development VP thinks.
Carl?
What's the difference? Is the journalism biased? Is it not? If it's biased, there's an argument. If it's not biased, there's not an argument. End of story.
The problem is it's a red herring. It's part of this larger cultural debate that every talisman that involves a shibboleth such as NPR, or on the right, something similar, the left has its. We gotta come to some kind of consensus in this country in our political debate about what's important. This is not important. NPR has a real function, plays more country music than almost anything.
There you go.
For the red state folks. Let's get on with it.
Pat Buchanan.
You got to ask yourself, why is the government funding radio when we've got hundreds, if not thousands, of stations, conservative broadcasting, you got all these Sirius satellite, some of my friends on the left got their own programs, and if we're going to cut somewhere, I mean, I'm talking about Bill Press, for example. I mean, what are we doing funding NPR? You know, when I was in Reagan's White House, we used to call it Radio Venceremos. You know, down in Central America, it was on the other side, quite frankly. It's liberal, fine, but get rid of the government funding and let them go out on their own. There are excellent programs. They got excellent country music. I agree with that. Listen to it occasionally coming home from church.
The secret taping.
Me too.
Oh, God.
From the Latin Mass.
You know, this is the second time we've had, exactly, we need to go today to get ashes. The secret taping, this is the second time something like this has been in the news. What comes to mind is the prank call with Governor Scott Walker. And I'm cringing, although we cover it. We have to, I guess, right?
Yeah, you have to. It's a half-minute news story, and at the same time... This guy said,
by the way, this is not... He made very clear that he was sort of speaking on his own.
I think, look, it's a non-story. The real story is, why do we continue to have this debate instead of being on the merits? It's about a fundraiser, and what he says, he's not important.
One of the things it does, though, it occupies airspace and print time. I mean, yesterday, Secretary of Defense Gates in Afghanistan spoke to the 3rd Marine Division in Afghanistan and told them how he felt personally responsible each time he had to sign a letter of condolence to a next of kin of a young Marine who was killed in Afghanistan. It takes that off the table in terms of what we deliver for news, both in print and on the air. Talking about NPR, it's ridiculous. It's tedious. Take the 15 to 20% haircut for the federal funding and leave us alone.
And cut Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
I don't want to cover Charlie Sheen.